Aloha all, Paper Mario Guy here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man X. This is episode number 4, and we are going to move on to our 7th Robot Master, or Maverick, Launch Octopus. So, let's just jump right into it. Now, this is the, mandatory Mega Man water stage. I'm not a big fan of water stage, and I think I talked about that last time, but the one thing that I actually have to say about the Mega Man series is that I actually don't mind the water levels in the X series, or I mean, in the Mega Man series in general, as much as I do most normal water levels. I think it's because of the dynamics of when you're underwater, it's kind of like a free thing, like, you're not... Most games when you're underwater, they have the stupid gimmick of having it so that, like, you move weird underwater. And this game, the Mega Man series actually gives you a bit more when you're underwater, and I like that, so... Anyway, something I want to get into as far as, things you might want to come in prepared with, for this level. Definitely I would recommend getting Storm Tornado. Beating Storm Eagle. I don't know if there's ever been a time where I've played this level where I haven't beaten Storm Eagle, but I just know how it is to face like enemies like that without the Storm Tornado, and it's just a pain when you don't really need to, put yourself through that much trouble for something that's, actually not... No, okay, not gonna die. I'm just gonna take damage here, actually. Sit behind him. But there's no reason putting yourself through a bunch of difficulty especially these enemies, when you can just pretty much plow right through them. Hopefully I don't die. Did I get it? Yeah, right there. But just for a security measure, I'm going to use a sub-tank, because I don't feel like dying, especially not this early. And sweet, drops just what I wanted. So, other things that I would recommend coming to this level after you have, well, Storm Tornado for, like I said, for those enemies, but also because it helps with the mini-boss in this level tremendously. It makes it so easy, and just because, having Storm Eagle beaten should probably something you want to do by this point. But look at how fast I just took out that guy. Normally, he's, a pain in your neck, and he'll take forever, tons of shots and everything, and you have to make sure that you get on top of him. I still got on top of him just to make my life easier, but honestly, Storm Tornado makes him look like he's a piece of cake, which he really is once you do have Storm Tornadoes. But anyway, so just like earlier, we're going to face this little guy again. And again, he just goes down and, pretty much, that time it was 2 shots, but pretty much, 1 shot, which is always swell. It makes things so much easier. Other things that you might want to come in with is Rolling Shield, so beating Armored Armadillo, because that's his weakness. And other things, you don't really need much else. But if you have the Boomerang Cutter, you can actually alter this boss fight by cutting off his little tentacle things. So that's incredibly useful if you want to approach him in a different, way. See, now my strategy for this fight is I just take as much damage, as I need to, and I just spam Rolling Shield like it's nobody's business. Unfortunately, I'm out, but it happens. And then you could just rely on your X-Buster, and he goes down really quickly, and I don't I don't honestly have any gripe with taking a lot of damage as long as I get what I need to get done. I'm not looking to have, you know, this spectacular run against these bosses where I take no damage or anything like that. Because, to be honest, that's just asking too much. Yeah, just too much for something that, you know, should be a pretty simple thing if you can make it, so. Anyway, there's Launch Octopus, and we actually, I don't think we'll have to return to his stage. He only has a heart tank, no sub-tank, no upgrades, none of that stuff, so we're actually done with Launch Octopus altogether, except for, you know, fighting him in the boss rush. And now we go on to Boomer Kuwanger stage. Now, this is by far my favorite song in this game. Boomer Kuwanger's, you know, level theme, awesome. I love it personally. You know, Storm Eagle is catchy, I will agree, and I love it just as much as the next guy, but I have to say that I can't get enough of this song. Anyway, now that we have Launch Octopus done, if you are, you know, like me in the sense that this is your last guy, then a tip would to be use your homing missiles to your advantage, because there's a lot of enemies in this level that, especially with those Joe guys, I don't know what they're called in this game. I know in the classic Mega Man series they were referred to as Sniper Joes, but yeah, watch out for them. But I definitely say have the weakness for Boomer Kuwanger, because in my opinion, he is the hardest boss to beat without his weakness. And even with his weakness, he can give you some problems. I'm not going to say that he's, you know, terribly difficult, but I definitely say that he's the hardest. So having the boss weakness for him definitely will come in handy, and just for the stage in general. Things that you might need, or that I might recommend you having for this level, the dash, obviously. I hope that you're not taking Boomer Kuwanger on before, what is it, Chill Penguin, because then you have all sorts of, weird, you know, boss order. I don't even know what to say if you're taking on Chill Penguin first. I'd recommend not doing that, because you're making the game a lot harder than it needs to be, but whatever floats your boat. But, yeah, I mean, you don't really actually need anything but, you know, Mega Man himself, and, what is it? Oh, yeah, the specific weakness that, I mean, you get from this, this level itself. The boomerang cutter you need for a heart tank in this level, so, as you can see right there, the only way that you can get that, as far as I know, is with the boomerang cutter, so, yeah, keep that in mind. And this level, despite its awesome music, and despite its cool design, and all that jazz, and despite Boomer Kuwanger being, like, a pretty sick boss, I would say its biggest flaw is the fact that it actually does have obligatory backtracking. So if you're trying to get 100% on this game, you have to revisit this stage at least twice, which I don't like. I mean, forcing that upon you, I think, is a little, I don't know, it's a little dumb. I don't really like when games force things upon you. I mean, obviously you have to play the stage at least once, but okay, oh no. So the thing that you might want to know about Boomer Kuwanger is that he teleports a lot, he loves to throw his little boomerang thing, and he can be quite difficult when you don't have his weakness. But when you have his weakness, like almost all the other bosses, he's a piece of cake. And considering his weakness is a homing missile, he is definitely, without a doubt, a piece of cake, because he's just, anywhere he teleports to, you'll be able to find him, and it's just so easy. You hug the wall, and the only thing he can really hit you with is his actual boomerang itself. So, you know, not a big deal. But now that we have all 8 robot masters, we have a cool little cutscene. So let's enjoy. Oh, I have to save first. And look at that. That just looks complete. Finally, we found Sigma's fortress. Let's go in and put an end to this war against the humans. So yes, as preluded to earlier in the game, they did meet up, and they did, you know, find things out about Sigma's fortress, but that's not what we're looking for. Right now, we're going for 100%, so we have to return to a few stages. Mainly, Spark Mandrill for a sub-tank, Sting Chameleon for a heart tank, Boomer Kuwanger for a heart tank, Chill Penguin for a heart tank, and I think that's it. But we'll see. Anyway, let's start with not Armored Armadillo, Chill Penguin. Maximizing our use of the 15-minute time limit here on YouTube now. Now this is the only one that I'm not going to cut out, but I'm going to cut to the spots where there's things we need to get like after this. This one's just pretty early in this. Well, this is just a short stage in general, so I figured there's no harm in showing it. But you know, that's just me. But I don't really have much else to say, so I'm just going to say that you might want to get 100% in this game, because admittedly the final boss is pretty damn difficult. You know, I don't think, you know, majority of the final boss is difficult, but the final, you know, you know, last person you'll fight in this game before you get credits, he's incredibly annoying. And I don't know if I could stress that enough. He's just abysmal. He's just one of the most tedious and obnoxious bosses, like, ever. But anyway, here's where you need the Flame Wave from Flame Mammoth stage, so you can get another heart tank. And now our health and our weapon energy are equal, so that's fantastic. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut the episode here. In the next, well, I can go back, but in the next episode we will continue our obligatory backtracking. We will get the few heart pieces, or heart tanks, and the one sub-tank that we need, and then it's on to Sigma's Fortress from there. So, until next time, I'm Paper Mario Guy of the KoopaNinjaBros. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.